part 2 of today's awesome 7/7 portal energy reading. So, we identified that you are meeting your soul family based on the oracle cards of part 1. I feel that you've met your soulmate, and this is someone to help you transition during a spiritual awakening or an upgraded activation. You may have already spiritually awoken. You are now leveling up to a whole nother higher frequency because the frequencies go pretty high. I'll tell you that. Even when I do a mediumship reading, I believe in God and heaven. So I would say as a medium, I'm trying to converse with people who are in heaven. I can't get up to that level. I get halfway and they come halfway to meet me. So your frequency can rise. Because as a medium, if I'm going halfway, I know there's far more. And such beautiful energy, guys. I wish everyone was a medium. To feel that energy, it's addicting. It is so peaceful, calm. It's like a energetic high. Like I would feel exhausted because it's a lot of work to get up there, but so emotionally elated because I got there. Like it's beautiful. Anyway, sorry, I segue. This is a soul family person who you have identified or will identify. The thing is, you can't go into toxic love patterns with this person. So a balanced, secure love is going to be the healed energy that will align the two of you together, okay? So you can't go into these connections trying to repeat old patterns with other people. And yeah, it's a love offer, Venus. I don't think Source will allow you to hurt each other. So it may feel painful. Like I said earlier, part 1, it might be a twin flame energy. It might feel painful to be apart, but that's so that the two of you can do the work that you need to be not always completely healed, but open to healing together. So you will rely on each other and bounce off of each other with trying to upgrade your frequency. And I say that because of the on the mend with the heart there. That was one of the oracle cards. So you're going to feel uncomfortable. It almost feels like a tower moment. But it's that spark that you need to start new, start fresh. You're not meant to repeat the same cycle you've just been on. I mean, unless you really like that cycle, do you, free will, you could repeat it. But you're guided towards better, bigger and better. What's the first? Oh, first 2 cards out are, you're in separation from your person because you have to build that foundation within yourself to trust that the two of you can work together. This may be a slow and steady love. It's not impulsive. No one's rushing in. There's a lot of patience here, but really it's building up the confidence that the two of you will trust each other, trust in each other, that support system. And it's really just kind of like pouring the concrete. Doesn't mean you have to build the whole house, but you guys feel like home to each other. You'll build the house together. It's that concrete of saying making a conscious choice. I trust this person. I choose this person. I will not be perfect, but I will do my very best and I won't shut down. That's the big thing. You can't just shut down and run away. That's what's going to keep the two of you in separation. Oh man, I love it. Cool thing about TikTok is I like seeing the themes. Shut up. Look. Twin flame, didn't I talk about it? I like to see the themes of what happens around the same time of the year, like the last 7/7 portal. Okay, I'm going to tell you what came to me as a downloaded message from Spirit today. And that's why I started telling you about themes. Spirit was telling me that things happen cyclically, whatever, annually. All right, it's a circle. So last year at the 7/7 Sirius portal, twin flames were given the opportunity to activate, to meet, to whatever. And it's always free will. Do they choose it or not? And then it comes back to the same time of the year. And again, are they going to make that choice to align and come together? So you may be on a twin flame journey for 6 months, or you may be on a twin flame journey for 20 years. And it's not that there's anything wrong with your journey. It's what the choices are at that time of the year. When the stars are aligning, when the portals are open, and the twin flames have a choice. Do we come into union and trust, just like I said, or do we hold on to our old beliefs and repeat the cycle? Okay? God, I love moments like this. Makes my soul happy. Validates the reading and the messages that I'm getting. Okay, so, and if you don't believe in twin flames, this is a strong divine partner, a soulmate, as I said. This is someone from your soul family that you made a contract with, that the two of you decided, we're going to come to Earth and we're going to do ABC and we're going to meet each other and we're going to work on this, and it's very challenging. Twin flame journeys are not easy. Yeah. Soulmate, past soulmate right here. Past life soulmate. You guys have done this before. In separation, you miss each other. And it is very hard when you are in a unbalanced attachment style to miss this individual. So if you're an anxious attachment, you're going to feel defeated because there's no communication. You don't know what they're thinking, and you're like going down this rabbit hole spiral of, oh no, they're abandoning me and all that. No. The other partner, who may be the avoidant, and it's the extreme opposites, anxious attachment, avoidant attachment, they seek that peace and safety, and so they disassociate, they step back. It doesn't mean that they don't love you and they don't want to be with you. They just can't process that emotion. So again, that foundation during your separation is balancing your emotions. So the anxious attachment style has to understand, hey, let me just give this person space. They'll come to me when they're ready. Doesn't mean you have to completely ignore them. You can go in and say things like, hey, I'm thinking about you, or this made me think of you. You're still saying I'm not gone, but you're not putting that pressure on them to be like, give me answers. What are you thinking? What's happening? What's going on between us? And the avoidant style has to come in and step in and make that attempt as well, to be like, to get out of my comfort zone, because what I thought was protecting me with this distance is actually sabotaging all of my connections. It's not a protection. It's a curse, really, in my opinion, the way I'm getting this message from Spirit. So both have to go against their nature. The runner and the chaser, they have to go against their nature. And that is how the two will come together, when they come to an agreement, to a balanced connection. Use understanding to have greater emotional balance. That's the whole point. So next week, the 14th, I think, is the new moon. The 29th is the full moon. That may be significant for July, the transition that you guys are going through. Karmic loop and fall. So whatever's happening in this summer is setting the cycle for what's going to happen in the fall. Are you going to repeat the same karmic loop and fall into the same patterns and just repeat the same cycle, which is probably not going to give you anything new in life? You're going to just feel like, oh, here it is all over again. I hear it all the time. People are like, why do I have the same battles all the time? It's always, I'm being attacked and this is an issue, because you approached it the same way, the problem the same way you always have. You're never going to fix or change something when you react like you did last time. So think outside the box. I'm going to do a part 3, because this is a beautiful message in my opinion. I want to get some tarot in here. So changing your perspective, changing how you react is going to change the loop, the cycle. Free will. You get to pick what you want to do.